basically at the Hop, everybody can dance with one another because they all basically did the same kind of step, where I had a tough time trying to dance with anybody else other than a partner that I brought, because I was more rockabilly. We had more of a bop step than their Chicago steps that they do. I used to enjoy watching Rocky dance, Rocky and Roxy. You know, an older guy like that, you wouldn't expect to be dancing as crazy as he was, doing his jumps and stuff like that. So I'd say Rocky and Roxy were one of my favorites to watch dance.
There was this one couple, Rocky and Roxy. They were really fun to watch. He was kind of short, so he had problems anytime a girl would go underneath him to do a swing. Anytime that would happen, he had to jump up. So what he'd do is he jumped up, he'd be on the back side of her, and he'd squat down. She'd turn around and take her foot and put it in his crotch and sort of pick him up.
To be honest with you, I had a lot of favorite dancers. The thing that was so exciting was that everybody pretty much danced that same street style of dance. And even though you came from different areas of the city, or the ages were pretty similar, but from different areas of the city, oftentimes people didn't dance exactly the same way. But most of the people, such as, you know, Frankie, Joe Reyes, Boy Jerry, you know, they pretty much all had the same style, and it was fabulous.
And my favorite person to watch dance was Jerry Bassifin. Jerry Bassifin was a bop-style dancer. He didn't do anything fancy. He had such a beautiful bop step to his dance that I just didn't know how to explain it. He wore these baggy type jeans, or not jeans, but pants that would bop up and down as he's dancing, and he was just so good at what he did, and so easy movement. It was like, wow. And the faster the song, the better he looked.
Probably the one person that caught my eye from the first time I went in there was Sharon Mallon. I've always told her that I thought she's probably one of the best spinners. I mean, there's a difference between just turning around and falling over and hoping you're on beat. I mean, she certainly has it down to a science, and she does it well. She's always been fun to watch. I like watching Frank Orsino and Willie because of their style. They're unique.
Well, I always thought Sharon Mallon was a very good dancer. I always enjoyed watching her. I felt bad over the period of time that she never really had a partner who was equal to her ability. So she never really won any of the dance contests or came close. But I think she's a really good dancer.
We admired Dave and Diane. So once we won the quarterly and we were going on to the yearly, they came to my house and they gave us some pointers and some tips and went through a few routines with us. And I think that helped us to win the contest that year.
I think in the very early days of At the Hop, it had to be Dave and Diane. They just, most of us other dancers that were there were not skilled dancers. We would dance in high school maybe, or with friends or whatever. But Dave and Diane seemed to have that edge over us, and some of the lifts and tricks they did were beyond anything that I had seen before. So they were my idol to watch. And Tony and Kathy, another couple from way back, they were a thrill to watch.
Who did I like? The same ones that Carol had mentioned. I like Dave and Diane. I mean, because they looked like they had that old bop style, and I liked Donnie, and Tracy was his girlfriend at the time, was a bartendress or whatever, waitress, and the two of them, I just liked their style. And then Carol eventually would dance with Donnie and learn to do the same kind of style with him. So to me, that was it. The Blue Jean Bopper, his dance style, they all had that old type step into it. It seemed to me what I always thought rock and roll dancing looked like, you know, and Jitterbug and that from that time. The smooth stuff is nice, but the other stuff was kind of fun.
I think there were also some people I enjoyed watching dance just because I felt they were extremely smooth dancers, even if they didn't get in contests. I also always enjoyed watching Emma White dance. It just had a nice, smooth, easygoing way about it.